Hello students, welcome to the session of C++. In our previous lecture, we have discussed about the operators and data types. Do remember those topics now? Right? In our today's lecture, we are going to see the topic called expression and its type. Okay, these expressions you people might have seen in C language also. Already I told you people until or unless you people now been introduced with the concept called groups concept. Until that we will be learning those concepts that you have seen in C languages. Okay, why? Because all the features which are supported by your C language will also be supported by your C++. Do remember that. Okay, in today's session we are going to see expressions. Expressions are nothing but the combination of operators and operands. What do you mean by this? Expressions are nothing but the combination of operators and operators, right? So that it will be producing some value. For example, if you are having an expression like this, a plus b is a plus b. It is also an expression. So where we are doing the operation like addition operation in between the two operands. So combination of operator and operand will also be called what? Your expression concept. So when you are declaring any expression, the expression will be evaluated in some or the other way. It will be evaluated and it will be giving us some value. Depending on the values that we are going to produce from the expressions, we will be categorizing this expressions, right? The first and foremost expression concept is your constant expression. Constant expression is first, before going for the constant expression, you need to understand what is the constant. Constant is the thing which will never change its value during the execution procedure. See here, we have used variables. Means to say that we can have 5, we can have 6. But during the execution procedure, we will be changing the values of a and b. But constants are the numbers that we are going to use, like this 7 plus 6. During the execution, we can change these values, right? So in turn, it will be producing one more constant. So those kind of expressions will fall under what? Constant expression, which will produce as a constant values, I can say. Okay, so people can use any constant values, right? The real constants, right? Integral constant, whatever the constant that you are going to use, they will be giving you the constant values only. Okay, and after this you are having integral expressions. These are the expressions which will produce as the integer values. Means to say that mathematical expressions we will be getting the integer values. Decimal values we will be not having in this particular case. We will be having what? Integer values only. So that kind of expressions will fall under integer values. X plus y, but the result should be in integer format. So we will be converting them into integer in order to have the x plus y. X plus y may be of different kind, but we will be developing only integer outputs. Okay. Now see 10 plus 5, which will gives us integer value. Okay. Say consider a plus 5. If a is integer, then it will produce us the integer values only. Like this, we will be having integral expressions. Okay. And after this, we are having floating expressions. See, this is the quite opposite to this. Here in these expressions, we will be generating the floating outputs or as real number outputs, where you people will be having a decimal points and which will come after performing the operation. You need to produce what? The decimal point operations, decimal values, I can say, so that they will fall under what? Floating expressions. Like this one, 5 divided by 2, which will give us 2.5, which will result as a floating expression. Okay, and say suppose 2.5 plus 5, which will result as 7.5. So if you are giving such kind of outputs, then they will fall under what? Your floating expressions. And the next one that we are having is the relational expression. Relational expressions are used in order to compare the things. Whatever the discussion that we have in the case of relational operator, that will be there in our relational expression also. So expression contains what? The result as a Boolean output. Boolean output means or false. A greater than B, which will result as true or false. If it is true, then it will return true. If it is false, it will return false. You can use any kind of expression: A greater than or equals to B, A equals to B, A equals to B=10. In all the cases, it will return as what? Boolean values like true or false. Same case will happen in the logical expressions. But in this case, we will be comparing only two operands. Here we will be having number of conditions that we will be executing at the same time. For example, A greater than B and B greater than C. So which will be returning true if both the conditions are true. Then only it will return as the true value. If it is not, it won't return anything. And then the pointer expressions, sometimes we will be working with the pointers like int asterisk p. Asterisk p is the pointer variable. I can work with the p plus plus and p plus 1. We can do some operations onto the pointer variables, which will be returning as the pointer values only. So that kind of values, that kind of expressions will fall under what? Pointer expressions. Okay, and after this we are having some bitwise operators. Bitwise operators that we have seen in the case of bitwise operations, right? But those operations which we will be developing by using the bitwise operators, they will fall under what? Bitwise expressions like x left shift. Okay, this x value will be left shifted for once. Means to say that when you want to perform the operation at the bit level, say suppose if you are having 1 0 0 and x is 1 0 0, which means for 4. Okay, how it will become 4? This is 0 to the power of 0 plus second is 0 to the power of 1 plus 1 to the power of 2 will gives us what? 4. This 4 value need to be converted into some other value. If you are performing this x some right shift, if you are performing right shift, every bit of this x will be shifted towards y. Means to say that this 1 will be shifted here, 1 will be shifted here, this 0 will be shifted here, and this 0 will be gone from your expression. Final output will be 0 1 0. Means to say that this one location will be replaced with 0. Okay, like this we will be shifting the things. Like this right shift, left shift, and bitwise are all the operations can be applied onto your bitwise or else bit level operations, I can say, so that they will fall under your bitwise operations. Okay, these are the kind of operations that will be available in your C++. Already you might have the knowledge about the expression in case of C language. If you are having, it's good. If it is not, just try to understand it. Okay, it is not a big deal. It is not a big topic that you need to put so much of time into this, right? It is just a small topic. The expression is a combination of operators and operands. You need to not have any doubts about operators and operands. I hope so you are not having. Say for example, if you are having an example like 7 plus 5, then your 7 and 5 will act like, then your 7 and 5 will act like operands. What are they? Operands. And whatever the operations that you are going to perform, it will become operator. This combination of these operands and operators will give us expressions, and depending on the output, depending on the type of output that we are getting, we are categorizing our expressions into different kinds like constant expression, integral expression, floating expression, relational expressions, logical expressions, pointers expression, bitwise operations. Depending on the operators that you are going to use in your expression, also you can say what kind of expression it is. Okay, this is how you people will be using the expressions in case of C++. I hope it is clear to you people. Just let me know if there is any doubt by the messages so that we can clarify and we will go for the next lectures. That's it for now. See you in the next one. Thank you.